we have a ban on Mordekaiser, and we have a ban on Vager and Garen. So that's who we have banned. What a ban. So that's a crazy ban. And Ira Elia is banned. Hogma ban. Now we have picks. You get three bans, and now you get 2 picks, 3 picks. Not know for sure. Oh. We're gonna have Vigo as a pick. Huh. And Malphite as a pick. That's a decent pick. Jungle Ramus, pretty easy character to play here. Pretty easy to play as Ramus as a main. Very, very specific ban and very specific. Just, very specific hit. You got Heimerdiener as a pick for, I think that's jungle. Yon as a pick, I think that's mid lane. Somebody is going to pick Pantheon. More melee character focus. And now we're going to have some more bans. We're going to have, who's going to ban? What is Chunky Mary going to ban? He's going to ban, he's going to ban Vagil. Oh, no, he's banning Dr. Mondo. Okay, sorry. Sorry. That's my fault. And we're going to ban Kindred. Kindred is I don't know much about characters, but Kindred seems like a good ban there. Usually banning characters you have trouble with or that players are good at. We're going to have a Lux ban. Lux is a pretty good character to ban and pretty good picture. Finally, what is the last ban going to be? By Senior Pitotis. We're going to ban Elise here. Now we got picking for Bancroft Rosalie Student 1. And they are going to, Nico. Nico is a good support character, I think. Pretty good character to pick. Finally, Bancroft Rosalie is going to pick Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank is a really good character. And Misfortune is going to be the pick for Bancroft Rosalie, it seems. Wow, Misfortune is a really good character. I think it would be a good character just to pick here. I think she is a ranged character and really good at bomb. And finally, we have Caitlyn as our final pick here. Loadout is being prepared right now. We're going to see how they pick the loadout. I don't know what I'm doing. Finally. So they 40 seconds of preparing loadout here. It's kind of like your little band, your pick. It's going to just take a while. Basics of League of Legends. It's a grind game. You grind, take out towers, and you finally, grind, take out towers, and kill enemies. I think the more higher up the enemies are, the longer it takes to respawn. I've seen respawns up to a minute. Maybe even more than a minute. And it can be kind of annoying sometimes to just have such a long pit, like a long timeout base, but that's what gives the advantage, and that's what leads to a victory. So we're going to see loadouts here. We're going to see our final, and finally we have spectator delay. I love spectator delay. 3 minutes of spectator delay here.
As we are getting started with League of Legends, I just real quick, we forgot to announce one winner of the last division. One thing we do all year is we look at how many state champions and how people place at the state tournament, and we give out a cup for the winning school that scores the most points at a state competition. So this year for Division 3, our winner by 70 points is David City.
There you go. That's your very sad announcement. But I think it's Bancroft Rosalie. No, Bancroft Rosalie's left, and who was the other one? I forgot. Dundy County. Dundy County is going to be on the right. I think Dundy County is more of a basic pick. Like, you got Malphite, which is a really good top lane. You got Ramus, who's a really good jungler. He's basic, but he's good. Like, I could pick up those two pretty easily if you just threw me in. Basic is pretty easy to pick, and I really hate this. This kind of annoys me because I can hear these guys. They're pretty loud. So I gotta be louder. And And we have a minute 40 left of this stupid spectator delay. I feel like the Nico is a great support character here. Going to be able to, I think she's more CC based, but also going to escape pretty well. Kaylin in Misfortune, I feel like would be a really good match. I think they're both longer range characters. Usually your ADC is pretty long range. If you have more of a shorter range ADC, I don't think a melee ADC, and we have a minute left to spectator delay, but it will take quite a while. So if you see here, this is your mid lane. This is kind of more magic focused, I feel like. You have your jungle. You can really do a lot with jungle here. This right here was spawned Cloud Drakes, and this right here spawns Void Grubs, Rift Herald, and finally Baron Nashor. I have special names for these guys. I love this play. We have Jim, we have Bim, and we have Lim. Rift Herald, we have Dim. He's kind of dim. He just charges towers. And finally, for Baron Nashor, he's the Nacho Baron. And he's the Baron of the old nachos. Is there something wrong with this?
No, real quick. I'm just going to All right, so we're switching casters because there's just a bit of a mix-up on where everybody's supposed to be, but that's fine. So on this stream right here in front of me, we have our two teams finally loaded into the Rift after our wait. This stream, of course, is, as soon as I get my papers all in order, I'll be able to tell you, but on this stream, we are watching Bancroft Rosalie versus Dundy County Stratton. Bancroft Rosalie, the number 2 seed coming into this match, and they've had a pretty decent season from what it looks like, 4-1 on the season, and then 4-2 is Stratton. And so, go ahead and pop up our scoreboard. Get rid of our time controls, but I'm Coach Hines. I am joined here by one of my players, Noah.
Hello, everyone.
And we're going to be casting just a little bit here until one of my other players shows up. But an early attack here is cooked. He's absolutely cooked. First blood to the Heimerdinger. That's going to be a little rough. The invade there from the side of Bancroft Rosalie is going to be successful. So Bancroft Rosalie, I'll find the setup here for him here in a second to tell you all the we'll figure that out. We'll figure out what our double check that it's full screen on the laptop.
It might be the Discord notifications on the laptop.
Yeah. Discord notifications on the laptop's gonna throw things off a little. You know, that happens. But so on the side of Bancroft Rosalie, we've got VR PC7, who is going to be our 80 carry, and then Senor Poitez running it down in the top lane. Then is going to be our mid laner playing Leon in this game. VR Student 1, and of course it's going to be both of these are in the jungle and support respectively. That's going to be an attack though, as both of these find the kill on to the 80 carry for side of Dundy County.
They're going to catch the support as well.
Yeah, so that's a big double kill there over to the side of Bancroft Rosalie. We'll go through the side of Dundy County. We've got somebody who is playing mid lane. We have ER Wag is our
He actually
oh, yep, he is playing top. I don't know why got, yep, never mind. Put them all around there so they're in the correct position. But, yep, Irawaz is going to be the jungler. Pro Gamer is our mid laner. And then Chunky Marinara and maybe Human will be in the bot lane, support and AD carry, respectively. So, just real quick of those rosters. Right now, 3-0 in favor of Bancroft. Heimerdinger down here in the bot lane. A little oppressive grab. And that grab is going to leave Chunky going down as Z's gets the kill. So much damage, a lot of action on both sides of the rift here, as that's going to be... Senor Fuentes is fighting this, but trying to get out of there. Rift in to back him up finally. Absolutely, gets out of the ultimate there. It's crazy how much damage he was able to throw down. And now I'm gonna get replaced. We're replacing everybody on the stream today. It's a great time.
Another kill.
Unstoppable.
8-0 already. Tons of gold over as well.
If it had been two, that fight would have actually been more heated in favor of.
Alright, looking about 5 minutes in here. 8-0 for this blue side. Is being out top, likely as a result of how far ahead she's already gotten. She's in the other lanes at this point, probably strong enough to ward off the Pantheon. It's really not looking great right now. An 8-0 deficit for them to start taking objectives. They're the young although he does have Heimerdinger get that double kill on both the Caitlyn.
Heimerdinger already with 7 kills this game.
He is absolutely going to be a menace to deal with here.
Starting from the invader.
It's smaller than the diagram.
Killing everybody.
Continuing to add to that gold lead with some delicious points as well. It's a really good ult off. It's not enough.
No one there to follow.
No one there to follow on anything. Not really. Good stun there on the Caitlyn. It's level 6 here. Not really going to be able to capitalize off of it too much right away due to the fact that...
Ah, the sweet smell of science. Legendary.
The 8th kill.
It was a questionable decision from the Malphite to walk up there, for sure.
Going to get a lot of gold though to get some items right away.
But it's taking card shots, have to run away because the Heimer is really there to follow up in time. But it is interesting to note that I'm honestly not sure what this Malphite is doing. Once more. That does Nico and the Pantheon both appear to have support items? The Malphite does not. Kill. Not quite doing enough damage. He's going into. Let's see if this dive will actually work out. Oh, it just goes a little bit. Doesn't go far enough into the tower. It also means a little bit fortunate.
Smaller than the diagram.
The Malphite once these guys flat.
Kills for Heimerdinger.
Heimerdinger
8 minutes.
Does indeed burn down.
Caitlyn's got to be careful as well. Very low HP.
Yeah.
Probably considering falling as well. Heimerdinger taking down
Doesn't even
another one.
have to dive the turret. He just go in for a stun and just get the shot there. I don't think he took a turret shot.
There's the turret shot that was
Yeah,
coming in
there it
late.
is.
That might be towering. I don't know how many 3 plates still up.
Blitz isn't going to be doing too much to that tower, so they probably won't have it yet. Plus with both of them there, it's going to get 3 stunners, so they're probably going to go there. Hayden's coming back. Maybe clear this Rammus here. Rammus is going to have He's dead. He's supposed to walk down as well. Rammus will get on this.
Takes a hit from the
Takes a tower shot and has to burn. This fortune doesn't.
Dies to the minions.
Oh no!
On the diagram.
This is.
That's the first death. It's not actually. Rather unfortunate. Alt actually from the east. It's a move, but actually down. One bad situation has to use flash to get out.
Dies to the WE, I can never remember. Actually dying there after it takes a turret shot, but then ends up dying. Looks like
Heimerdinger getting another kill.
you can just see the level differential here. Level 4 versus the Malphite.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
Doesn't get the exact stun, but it's just chipping him down so much that the disruptive potions just are not doing enough for him.
And Heimerdinger looks to chase this maybe. Okay, never mind.
There he goes. Walking back.
Not a big questionable. Probably should have just backed off this. I don't know how you
Level 4
back.
more health. Not much you can really do there.
Maybe this top fight goes away.
Does have mortal walked away, but
Just gonna go ahead and skip as well. I believe it is somebody who has Death's the only one on their team. He's not getting level gapped either, so I feel like he has to be the one to make a play here and try and won't actually let Nico get out there, maybe.
a
He
little bit
doesn't
crazy.
get caught up with
The Blitz kind of pulled him out of the team there. Oh, burns his timer burns his Blitz there. But they have so many There's 4 of them in there. Not really much you can do. Looks like the people in the market are pushing out. That puts the book on
Maybe
them. Getting chipped down by the bot lane duo.
actually putting the Blitz right down. Everyone's just dying. Go down. Misfortune, depending on what you have. Very low HP. Misfortune wants it.
Auto him if he doesn't step away. She's faster too. Oh,
And there, take some turret shots, but should be able to live.
she'll be fine there. Be able to proc his way to that.
Smaller than the diagram.
Dundy County having a tough time here in this game. Just the red side
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
against
Bancroft
Bancroft, just dominating this game so far. So.
For sure. See the plays apart now for him.
As expected.
I don't see anything else. Maybe
Yeah, good follow up. gold differential.
Here goes down to the turret.
Turret, but that's going to mean absolutely nothing because they don't actually get his bounties. No one gets his bounties because there's a turret next to him.
Free recall right there to the turret. Light though. Yeah, very low speed. Probably recall, but gets out or not. Second kill, but it's just misfortune that he's got an advantage here. Or it has to begin.
Rampage.
If you look at the items, it's just self-explanatory. I mean, Heimerdinger is 17-1 right now. 700 gold.
Legendary.
I can't even say any sentences.
I feel like
Dundy's just dying left and right.
you gotta find
The thing is that this you can't really 5-stack anywhere because, I mean, they're so strong in team fights. The Yone ult, Diego, like, Misfortune's gonna be there. It's just kind of over for them. I think something happened, but it doesn't really matter. I agree. It's a little bit difficult, and it's not like they can really. They can't do anything solo. They can't do anything in group. It's just. It's pretty. It's not really looking good. 35-1 with 15 minutes in.
your only chance here is just hoping that there's such a terrible mistake. Again, big
Yone able to kind of. Yeah, but Yone's just able to sort of make those tools irrelevant because of the fact he can just keep himself to this whole
The sweet smell of science.
back him up.
Yone gets his either down too low. Ramus doesn't even try to retreat. Ramus he could have tried to escape there, but Diego might have just been able to follow him. Take Rift Hero. Maybe he was hoping to be able to Rift Hero deal without Smite.
They're averaging 2 kills a minute. For a league game. So
It's also important to note there is a canceling the back of the Yone. Yeah.
That ult wiping it.
That was an ult. Oh man.
Somebody also honestly probably gonna go down here. Just auto.
It's not looking good. Definitely not looking good for Dundy.
The bottom turret should fall here.
Legendary.
Another kill for the
It looks like the Rift Herald was taken into red side. The Malphite flashes out. Ramus is not there to follow. Just grabbing the misses the
fight under the The chance here comes in. Oh, this is gonna leave.
Even if they kill him here, they are on the
The sweet smell of science.
That is the version right side here.
He's able to stand there and use his abilities.
Level 12 might be the highest level, I think.
Oh, really see any MR being built by Dundy here, which I'm not sure. We have a fairly fit neonatal at Diego as well, so it probably wouldn't matter that much. It's just kind of a stretch. Oh, he gets rooted. Channel rather coming down. Doesn't get anything off of it. We do have a split pushing top, so she'll be able to probably be able to get to that tower. It's to be perfectly honest with you, ladies and gentlemen, this is just an absolute slaughter. 22k gold is just ridiculous. We actually so we have the first like the item that 2.5 items at this point, so these decks will probably be able to get quite a bit more.
It's smaller than the diagram.
It looks like they might be resetting. Don't really have to play safe here. We don't have the best way to.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Nexus turret down. They probably don't have
It's smaller than the diagram. Blue team double kill.
the turrets on their own are just completely destroying, like they're chunking.
Ah, the sweet smell of science.
Heimerdinger might solo.
No, not all the rockets. So close.
Just let me finish it.
Quadra kill.
Quadra kill for Heimerdinger.
Ace.
They're team white.
That is 59-1. Kind of just a complete underdestructor. There's really no other way
Bancroft, who are 4-1 this season, taking down Dundy County, who are 4-2. Hello, everyone, and welcome
We are back.
We are in our third place match. We have Sumner, Eddyville, Miller versus Dundy, County, Stratton.
Coming out first, we got the Ezreal ban from, I'm not sure which team is which here.
The ones with, sorry, we're just checking out here. Somebody, NW Pro Gamer, Chunky Marinera, and Was DD. That is going to be Dundy, County, Stratton on the blue, and on the red you're going to have Summer, Eddyville, Miller, and
Let's just call them Summer and Dundy. I'd say shorten things up.
Summer and Dundy. That sounds pretty good to me. This is obviously the third place match, but still lots to fight for, getting that third place position. Ban on Nico. That's my favorite mid laner, but I'm not playing, so.
Yeah.
I think
We
we
don't
actually.
really care what you
I'm not surprised that they banned Nico, Caitlyn, because those are two champions that came out in the last game from the side of.
It's always generally a good idea to take away your the enemy team's comfort picks, and if they know that
Exactly.
those were something that they picked, we can just get rid of them.
Get rid of them off the get-go. All right, let's see what we get for our third ban here. That's another ban that that came out from Dundy last game. So we have 3 bans that Dundy played last game.
Dundee played Pantheon last game.
I thought they played that.
This is Mordekaiser.
Okay,
So,
maybe
coming
I'm
from
mistaken a little.
Dundee's bans are Vigar, Lux, and Ezreal. And
Jinx
bans
pick.
for Summer are Caitlyn, Nico, and Mordekaiser. Yep, got the Jinx coming out, and then it looks like the Ashe will likely be coming out for Summer.
I'm a big fan of the Jinx pick. Probably my favorite ADS carry.
ADC.
ADC.
but
How's close?
Close enough.
Close. Cut me some slack.
Alright, got the Akali coming out for Summer here, which is interesting, and the Kindred for Dundee.
Very quick pick. Definitely wanted to play Kindred. I can tell you that.
Shogath pick, and looking like a somewhat well-rounded comp here so far for both teams. Both of them having some nice damage dealers.
And here we go with the
Some
second
nice
round of
tanks.
bans here. See what gets banned.
You got a Yasuo lock in for the mid in favor of Bancroft Rosalie. Also is one of those characters that matter how badly he doesn't really in the game work good because
Taking their time, thinking about
Take
it.
their time, yeah.
It's a big decision who you're gonna ban, and they choose to ban.
Take out the Malphite, which is another pick that Dundee had gone with last week.
Yeah, and I mean, you guys probably couldn't hear it, but you heard them say no. They clearly did not like that ban now.
Clearly
so.
not a fan of the Malphite man.
Not a fan.
Spitting bars right now. You like to spit bars on the C1E esports stream. And the
Yes,
Rams,
we do.
they are just eliminating one by one these picks that Dundee was comfortable with. And when they're forced into this uncomfortable situation, I'm very interested to see how Dundee performs.
And I mean, I don't know how much time they have on these other characters. Obviously, wouldn't know. They clearly had their comfort picks, but I mean, Jinx, Kindred, Cho'Gath, I mean, they're all good picks. We'll have to see how well they can actually execute these picks in this game.
Do have Jinx, and Kindred is a little bit of an interesting pick. It might be a little bit tough into this comp so far because they have a lot of ability to sort of dive into that backline. So if they don't have enough frontline presence or enough peel, they're not going to be able to protect the Jinx or the Kindred, and the Leona set Akali are just going to kind of end up blowing them up. We do see a Thresh and a Skarner pick, so this is fairly well-rounded, I would say, from Dundee, but they don't have a lot of AP damage. Skarner and Cho'Gath are going to be more tanky as well as the Thresh. Thresh is going to provide some good utility, but a lot of their damage is going to come from their Jinx and their Kindred. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out, for sure.
Yeah, and I mean, I think Jinx gets a little bit outranged by Ashe in the early. I believe Ashe has a farther auto.
Ashe does have a pretty far auto,
Which,
yeah.
for depending on your skill level, can be very tough to deal with. So we'll have to see how well the Jinx can not just get poked out early by Ashe and just forced to just constantly recall.
Summer has they have good 80 AP mixture here, but they the big thing is they have a ton of ways to get into that backline. And because most of their damage is going to be coming from their Jinx or the Kindred, they have good options for it, but Dundee really needs to peel for those two. And if they can't peel for those two, it's probably going to be over for them.
Yep, and I mean, we should probably be getting in here pretty soon. There's the spectator delay of 3 minutes, so we'll just
Another important thing is this is a really hard scaling comp for Dundy. Jinx is going to hyperscale really hard on some of her later items. Kindred is going to be able to constantly scale with her marks, Cho'Gath stacks, and as well as Heartsteel stacks. I'm assuming that Cho'Gath's going to build Heartsteel, and Thresh as well with his stacks. They're going to be able to scale really well. But the important part about this is making sure you protect those who scale so that they're going to be able to get to that point. Because their lose condition here is Summer just completely eliminating them while they're weak and before they can even get to that point.
Now, I want a little bit of a prediction here. We got Jinx, big rocket, goes super far.
Oh yeah, for sure.
How many snipe kills? And I'm saying snipe like really far away, like can't see them or something like that, including dragons. How many times are we going to get kills from Jinx's rocket this game?
I mean,
I'm going to throw out 3. I'm going to go over 3. Over 3.
That is a brave prediction.
I'm calling 3 or more. That's what I'm calling here this game.
You know what? I'm gonna call 0.
Call 0 kills.
I don't necessarily know if
Jinx.
they're gonna have the foresight to do that.
Now, I know last game we saw, I know you weren't here, Sam, but we saw Bancroft actually invade the jungle of Dundy. At the beginning of the game, 3 people just came and they just jumped that jungle. Do you think he's going to be a little bit more wary of that, or do you think he's still going to maybe get caught out here?
I surely hope that they would learn from that experience, because this team can kind of get in there. I mean, you have Leona and Ash for like early slows and CC, so they definitely have the ability to invade here. And if they're aware of what went on last time, I would say it wouldn't be a bad idea for Summer to look for an invade here. I think they could possibly get something out of it. And setting a hyperscaler, perhaps not a hyperscaler, but a good scaler like Kindred behind is exactly what you're going to want to do. So I would not be surprised at all to see Summer look for an invade here.
Okay. Well, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers here, that we don't get some early kills in that jungle at the beginning of the game, because I'm hoping for a nice, very even game here. So,
Yeah.
And I'm personally cheering for Jinx, probably my favorite character. So just gonna cheer for the Jinx
I
to
can
pop
respect
off.
that. I can respect that.
But let's see, just about 30 seconds left. Almost gonna be jumping in, and we'll have to see if we get those early fights or if we're gonna be playing a little bit of a slower game. I know in the last game, Dundy probably gonna be a little bit scared to get jumped early, especially since they lost so many players just off the rip many times. I think just it's going to be a good decision to try and maybe avoid that. Maybe play a little slower pace. Try to just poke a little bit more and
Definitely
play
playing a little bit
game.
slower pace, especially with their more scaling comp, is definitely going to be the option to go for here. Playing super aggressive and risking it is probably not what you would want to do. But yeah,
All
here
right,
we
and
are.
here we are.
Looks like we'll be having.
Any interesting starting items? Anything a little bit crazy?
The one thing I'm noting so far is that we have some interesting rune options, to be honest with you. Jinx usually runs lethal tempo, but I'm sure Halo Blaze will probably be good for her.
to
Her passive will
Summoner's
probably
Rift.
kick in anyway. The most interesting thing I have to note is lethal tempo set is fairly interesting. He usually takes usually grasp. or
30
something
seconds
like that.
until minions spawn.
But I mean, the lethal tempo will give him more of that early damage, and early damage is what he needs. Some of the scaling with grasp isn't probably going to be as important when you're playing into a trying to sort of blitz him comp.
Yeah.
Which is what they're going to need to do here if they scale.
And
So we have the Kindred Fire.
there is-
going in.
gonna run into 3. Okay.
That Leona E hits. They don't have a ton of follow up because she can't.
I think it's gonna get caught out.
She's playing up.
Has to be.
Minions
Has to
have
burn him.
spawned.
But it gets the assist from bottom coming into. Big damage onto Goose Slayer, but they're not going to be able to do anything. So it's just going to be.
Nothing too much coming out from it. Kindred is going to back this. Skarner's in a bit of a
I'm curious to see this as well. Like, look here, like they're just trying to make this awkward, but
This Skarner.
he's gonna get caught out. There's no way you live this.
First blood.
But you know, I will say, I like the aggression. I like the idea to go for maybe a trade back here would be really big. But
Goes for the exhaust and the heal.
okay, maybe if you could force like some sort of I doubt there's gonna be a regional force because of the heal, but just force burning those utility really early. We go under. Sorry,
And he gets killed.
Goose Slayer taking down another player. I'm gonna just kill him. Where is it? Here we go. I'm gonna turn on scoreboard, and we're gonna turn off time controls because we don't need those. There we go. I was curious to see the scoreboard. I wanted to take a look to see if there was any bounties. We do have a bounty on Goose Slayer already for 150 gold, and
Executed.
oh no, dies in the jungle.
Killed by his own boss. He didn't have Smite up, couldn't kill it, but he didn't try and trade away.
Really, just
Half on. Jinx probably won.
He's gonna step Goose Slayer taking down a third, taking down I mean,
Fresh flashes, but it's not going to be enough. Leona ends up getting the kill.
to be honest, I mean, we're starting off really strong here for the side of Summer. We'll have to see when he does respond. It's early kills. I don't think it's over for them right now. They just need to regroup. They need to play slow. They need to figure something out. Not lose these. I'm a little surprised he might die to jungle again.
Oh no, not the Krugs, not the mini Krugs.
Oh, not to the Krugs. Oh no. This is all going wrong for Dundy.
Also, I was
You
not
counted up,
expecting
including Monkey Wave going really low. I never recall out unless he is healed. I'm not sure. Doesn't look like he has that. I don't think he has a big kill here. They can finish this, but he's just gonna go in and kill him. Jinx. And I don't know if he should. Oh, Michael trade back here by the way.
it's definitely I think the Jinx loses that whole wave.
And I think that does count as a kill, right? It does count as a kill towards the threat, so that's
because
something.
the Ashley damages her, she does get that.
I think the big thing here is gonna be you gotta shut down the Ash right now. This Ash is 5-0. This is gonna look exactly like last year.
She knows he died twice now, so she's walking and taking the 3 because she's up 2 levels.
And has red buff on as well.
Red buff as well.
So rather unfortunate, but I think the key here is Pro Gamer needs to not be caught out here. I don't know if he's gonna out. No mana. Gets under turret. Has to leave. Needs to recall.
A little bit of an unnecessary
back to
flash in the
spawn.
encounter. Definitely wasn't a danger. Kindred would have to back there regardless, but I mean, it's always good to play it safe, especially in the state championship like this.
Exactly. This is a big game. It's 3rd place or 4th place. I mean, you definitely want to get that 3rd place. It's already impressive that these teams have beaten here. Both of these teams 4-2 during the regular tournament.
So that's gonna have to sustain his W, guaranteed him a shield, and
Not to mention 2 levels.
Got TMF while the Cho'Gath only has only a gem.
I mean, I see the dragon carrying things in the jungle. It's gonna smite the wall. Not only that, the smite's gonna be still 600 HP. Not a big smite yet. Dragon actually just slightly missed that
These
block.
guys need to be careful here. All of they are super duper pushed up into that turret when they're taking frags.
Maybe Jinx Jinx is just leaving. Precious dead here anyways. Can Jinx get out too? I don't think so. Under the goes down to Goose Slayer as Goose Slayer keeps racking up that bounty. Precious still alive, but not for long. Not for long. I almost
to not go for the Leona there. Get the heavy damage dealer Shamana.
I almost wonder if they kept the first alive intentionally to feed that kill to Ashe and get her up on them.
That could have been.
You get more gold for that Ashe. If you can get a big weapon on your ADC carry, I got it that time. ADC carry, then you can probably just carry the rest of your game. And so,
Pumping out so much damage like the
and there it is. Plays for bottom, and staying in to get more chip might even. And it's gonna have to leave, but if they get a wave put. This could be one. Oh, never mind. He had that card. This is finally a kill gonna go to the side, and yes it is. Pro Gamer gets a kill, and no one there hit, so no one's getting regular kill. Ooh, fresh misses the hustle. Somebody could have used that one.
That early Tiamat's just gonna let him reset with his auto attack.
Jinx getting level 6 with it. I believe that means Jinx has
Does have the rocket. He's pretty low on it.
Can't use it right now, but maybe if you speed and get some big whoop comes in.
Way too low.
It was a good hit. It was a good hook. They had HP. Can't take that fight with Monkey Waveless. He has too much sustain. You're not going to kill him. need at least 2 people up there, and you see, I mean, you see the top laners coming back up there to help. If he just waited, he might have been able to win that fight instead, but I mean, Pro Gamers did get a kill just recently, so maybe that's he could get punished really hard. I don't know what he has up.
It's the knockup. If he keeps walking away, he should live this unless that means nope.
Ooh, just barely living left. And there's another plate drop. 7 plates dropped or 6 plates dropped.
Top laner has 3 plates. Their bot laners have 2 plates and they have 1 plate.
So that's
so
6. That's 6 plates right there, and that's I mean, it shows in the gold. Get it? The plates and the plates is showing. In fact, that hurts. That's not bad. There is. He did the top turret while they were fighting down the bottom. Right now, I mean, it's looking very similar to how the first game was looking. With the mid laner just being the only one who's really sustaining any levels to match the other team, but the gold isn't sustaining, so.
No, they already have a.
That's just instead getting plated with ruined team.
Shyvana ulting in. One blast is forced out, takes a tower shot back.
Pro Gamer probably gets leave. I think leaves. I think he'll leave there.
Shyvana too. Oh, he probably wrapping around looking for the but doesn't quite get it. Oh, Shyvana takes a tower shot. It's just not it.
I mean, I feel like they're all separated. They need to group up somewhere and just take a fight here, and it's just not happening.
I don't even know if grouping up's the right idea.
I'm just saying, if you can group up like 3-on-1, if you can find a 3-on-1 fight, I think you could maybe get a kill, and you just need to spiral through because 3-on-1 fight, now you're in a very fight, and I can see where you are in again. I don't know, later. Jinx.
Sort of good idea, but not a great idea. I almost think the straight fight the first one is trying to stick to it.
You gotta go, and that's oh, Monkey Huevo's just jumping into this one. Look at the bounty. 700, 400, and 150. The only one without a bounty is the mid laner, and that's just because I think it's Pro Gamers just playing Monster 1-0 right now. Not trying to play the same. He's probably their best player, honestly. He's been relatively consistent throughout these games. He's just been struggling in this early game. That's the Cho'Gath
turret hits the W.
Ooh, I think he has to leave him. I think somebody needs to get out.
The Skarner is rotating down to this. If he tries to,
he's staying. Oh no!
Oh god!
Right, Huevo. Unfortunate as a gamer. Gonna try to fight here. A lot of damage. Just gonna be one.
Favorite likes
Well, they're coming. They're blasting C on one. Oh, and just barely wins it. But I mean, either way, if you win that fight, it's not super huge because there's somebody coming up from bottom.
Yeah,
or
the
jungle.
Shyvana would have been able to finish her off regardless.
But I mean, a kill would be nice, and this is going down. Monkey Huevos is just
able to just block him. They've got that turret priority so
and
early.
both buffs on him as well too. Just so many levels and so many buffs. It's just fun. It's an unwinnable fight. I mean,
it's really fun.
I'd like to see some sort of trap play here. I think it's about losing some of the trap. This is a chance of the pressure. Oh, they're gonna get it had to be further away. It doesn't do, sometimes it doesn't do it on the and I think that's going to be
Legendary.
or mid turret is around the 1 HP here.
Unfortunately, a little bit.
I think they're going to push this as Pro Gamer also needs to figure out how in the world
this turret's going to go down.
It's going to get out.
Quickly. He just needs to walk out right now.
There he goes, gets out. I think no, go back in. You gotta leave. You gotta leave. Unfortunate, just a misplay there. Needed to leave, needed to recall, but instead just thought they could go back in. Go for the hook. He's alone. I mean, the Jinx is there behind, but like there was no damage during the rush. fight, I think it's just going to be backed off and backed off as
He gets the ult off later, but he drags him away from his Jinx, so he's able to follow up with
down as well. You look at the third bounties on every single person on this team. I mean, if you get a team where you know you're doing. It's so hard. All you can do is you gotta kill him. You start with one. Pro gamer looking for punish that. It's just too much damage. Not one. And I mean, I don't know what's gonna happen here, but possibly a turret, possibly one of these 3 turrets going down on the blue side's here. Yeah, and somebody's just chilling. Can't fight it. Has to. I debate that. I don't know why you don't just punch out. I think you go back to your spawn there. A monkey Huevos here. Going to get punished. Has to take up. W, but no more shield. It's going to be a 1v1 jump there. When it comes in the 20. Finally get their first shutdown. Yeah. I believe that was a 700 gold bounty. Do you get all that? Yeah, bonus bounty 700 gold.
That's 1,000 gold plus the 300 they get from just that kill. So that's a pretty big shutdown. We'll see if this Kindred can kind of use some items to fight.
Jinx maybe also coming up on her, possibly coming up on her items as well. Hopefully maybe getting. I mean, you see maybe get another legendary item started working. Maybe punish this lots of early damage, but Goose Slayer's just in such a safe position behind him. I don't see how.
So Locket of Iron's already she's gonna be able to take a lot of damage.
Jinx has gotta conserve this like mana here, burning a lot of it on these rockets. That was a 1v5. Incredible. Was that an ace? I think that was an ace. That was an ace. I believe somebody went down to mid before the fight, but that's an inhibitor. I think they get it.
They do have low death cooldowns. But not on That's actually in a farm set. Set flash away. Two Slayers in.
But hey, I mean, you made states.
The game's not over yet. The game's almost over. They didn't lose as hard. They picked up 4 kills along the way compared to the first match, so they did a little bit better. It's just.
Yep, and I mean, I do gotta credit NW Pro Gaming. I feel like a really good game. It's not bad. If you have 4 kills, playing that well, wasn't getting caught out too much. Maybe they weren't fighting, but I thought it was a really good game.
They did what they tried to do. He played a little bit safer, but unfortunately just wasn't enough. Everything sort of clumped around him. Shout out to Cody in the chat. Hello, Mr. Papa Bears.
Yeah, thank you for
Our heart goes out to you.
Heart goes out to you. Wish you could be here.
We miss you every day. We do.
I think they're just hoping. Are they gonna take bear? No, it's Rift Herald. It's not even Farron yet. It's Rift Herald, and I think that's just going to be
Still a
what's
little
gonna
bit
end it
early.
here. I think that
they're
they're
going to-
five
they're-
stacking mid here. They have Rift Herald.
They're gonna drive
This is
that
it.
thing right
This is
into
gonna
the
be
inhibitor,
this is gonna be
right
the
to the-
finishing blow
to the
here.
Nexus.
I mean, you can see all 5 players are grouped up. Maybe somehow they pull out a miracle fight here, but I just don't see it happening. As the channel gets canceled from the Marinara, question comes out. There's some kills. Almost 3 people left. And they're all down. Here it is. That's down to 1 more turret down. And that is going to Summer Eddie Miller going to be taking 3rd place in this game. And what a performance by them to finish off this 3rd place game as well.
For sure.
And that'll be all. Peace out. We'll see you in Rocket League in just a little bit.